Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of LAKERS, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
J.J Redick wants Jake LaRavia to use his performance against the Timberwolves as a benchmark. Austin Reeves has been grabbing all the headlines after another spectacular showing in the Los Angeles Lakers win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. His buzzer beater certainly belongs on any career highlight reel, but Reeves didn't do it alone. One teammate, in particular, stood out: Jake LaRavia. The Lakers brought in LaRavia hoping to unlock his potential as a versatile wing, and on Wednesday night, he delivered his best performance as a Laker. He shot an incredible 10 of 11 from the field, including 5 of 6 from three-point range, finishing with 27 points and 8 rebounds. Lakers coach J.J Redick didn't hold back in praising LaRavia, highlighting his contributions on both ends of the court and encouraging him to use this game as a personal benchmark, according to Spectrum Sportsnet. It's early in his Lakers career, but this was clearly his best game yet. I'm so happy for him. I know we talked about benchmarks the other day, and for Jake as a Laker, this game is now that benchmark, not just for his scoring, but also because he's been phenomenal defensively in 2 of the last 3 games. The level of activity, the deflections. I think he had 6 or 7 today. He finished with a steal and a block, but that doesn't fully capture how active he was on defense. Maintaining confidence in his shot while impacting the game defensively was huge. As Redick noted, it's still early days for LaRavia in Los Angeles, but performances like this show exactly why the Lakers invested in him. He has always had potential but struggled to earn a consistent starting role. If he can play like this, he's guaranteed to remain a key part of Redick's rotation. Of course, scoring 27 points every night isn't realistic, but if LaRavia can sustain that confidence offensively while continuing to make a defensive impact, there's no doubt he will become an essential piece of the Lakers' future. His performance also didn't go unnoticed by the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards and their fans were left wondering who this newcomer was as LaRavia dominated on both ends of the floor. With the Lakers dealing with multiple injuries, LaRavia has seized his opportunity, proving he can rise to the occasion when the team needs him most. Following his breakout performance against the Timberwolves, Jake LaRavia's role with the Lakers could see a significant shift. His combination of offensive efficiency and defensive intensity has provided the coaching staff with a new option in the rotation, especially as the team navigates injuries and seeks consistency from its bench. The immediate repercussion is a boost in confidence for the Lakers supporting cast. Players like LaRavia stepping up relieve pressure on Austin Reeves and LeBron James, who have shouldered much of the scoring burden. With LaRavia showing he can contribute both scoring and defensive energy, the Lakers now have more flexibility in lineups, particularly in games where starters need rest or are limited by injuries. Another key consequence is how opponents will adjust. The Timberwolves' reaction, with Anthony Edwards visibly surprised by LaRavia's dominance, signals that other teams will now need to account for him. This can open opportunities for teammates as defenses expand to cover his scoring threat, potentially creating more space for Reeves, LeBron James, and others. Strategically, the Lakers may start experimenting with LaRavia in larger stretches of games, perhaps even in late-game scenarios where his confidence and defensive ability could be critical. Maintaining his current level of play could make him a consistent 3-and-D option, a role that has been highly sought after by the franchise in recent seasons. In the longer term, LaRavia's emergence could influence roster decisions. If he proves capable of sustaining this production, it may affect minutes allocation for veterans or even future signings, as the Lakers could rely more on homegrown talent rising through the rotation. For LaRavia personally, this game establishes a new standard he can aim to replicate, and it could become the defining moment that solidifies his place in the team's plans moving forward. Ultimately, while this performance is a single game, its impact resonates across team strategy, rotation planning, and the Lakers' immediate and long-term approach to the season. The coaching staff will likely use it as a reference point for both player development and tactical adjustments in upcoming matchups. If you want, I can also write a version that ties LaRavia's emergence directly to the Lakers' playoff prospects and the potential impact on team chemistry, keeping the story connected and persuasive. Do you want me to do that? J.J Redick feels completely confident letting Austin Reeves make the final calls for the Lakers. The standout story for the Los Angeles Lakers so far this season has undoubtedly been Austin Reeves. With Luka Doncic and LeBron James sidelined by injuries, Reeves has stepped up as the primary option for coach J.J Redick, keeping the team competitive even without its two superstars. Reeves' most recent masterclass came against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where he poured in 28 points and dished out 16 assists, capping it all with a buzzer-beater layup that sealed a 116-115 win for the Lakers. It was another sign that Reeves is playing at an entirely different level this season, and his coach wasn't shocked by his clutch performance when the team needed him most. After the game, Redick praised Reeves, noting that the guard has consistently delivered in high-pressure moments throughout his career and that he feels entirely at ease letting him take over in the final minutes, according to Spectrum Sportsnet. "This guy shows up in the clutch. It doesn't surprise me. He's done it countless times in his career, and many times since I became his coach. I feel very comfortable letting him make decisions at the end of the game." And Redick's confidence is well-founded. Reeves has a long history of stepping up when it matters. Last Christmas, it was Reeves who took the ball and drove for a game-winning layup with 1 second left against the Golden State Warriors. As a rookie, he hit a game-winning three-pointer in overtime against the Dallas Mavericks. In his first career playoff game against the Memphis Grizzlies, he made critical shots while confidently yelling, "It's me." No matter the situation, Reeves has consistently made an impact since entering the NBA, and his game continues to evolve. The Lakers needed him to step up this season, and he has done so repeatedly, proving once again that he's one of the league's most dependable and clutch players today. Off the court, Reeves' value is becoming impossible to ignore. Last off-season, he declined a contract extension from the Lakers, knowing the team had limitations on what it could offer. By letting his current contract run out, he positioned himself to become an unrestricted free agent next summer, with the potential to earn a far more lucrative deal. Rumors are already swirling about the kind of contract he could command once the season ends, with figures starting at $30 million per year being mentioned as the baseline. If he continues to perform at this level, Reeves isn't just proving his worth on the court, he's cementing his place among the NBA's elite, both in talent and in market value. Building on Reeves' recent performances, the implications for the Lakers extend far beyond a single game. His ability to step into the spotlight while LeBron James and Anthony Davis are sidelined has shifted the team's dynamic, giving Redick a reliable option in clutch situations and reshaping the Lakers' approach to late-game strategy. Analysts are noting that Reeves' emergence not only boosts the team's confidence but also forces opponents to adjust their defensive schemes, as they can no longer focus solely on containing the stars. They now have to account for Reeves' scoring and playmaking as a legitimate threat. This surge in responsibility has also accelerated Reeves' development, highlighting a rare combination of poise and leadership. Veterans in the locker room have praised his work ethic and willingness to take on challenges, signaling that his influence could extend beyond scoring to mentoring younger players. The Lakers front office has taken notice as well. Consistent high-level performances like the one against Minnesota strengthen Reeves' negotiating position for the offseason, where he is expected to be a highly sought-after free agent. From a broader perspective, Reeves' rise could have ripple effects across the Western Conference. Teams now have to prepare for a Lakers squad that can maintain competitiveness even without its superstar duo, potentially altering playoff predictions and matchups. Moreover, if Reeves continues to perform at this level, it could reshape roster planning for Los Angeles, forcing management to consider long-term strategies that integrate him as a central piece rather than a complementary player. In short, Austin Reeves' recent games are more than individual achievements. They're signaling a shift in the Lakers' identity and strategy. How he capitalizes on this momentum could define not only the remainder of this season but also the team's trajectory heading into the next NBA offseason, influencing both contract negotiations and the composition of the roster for years to come. If you want, I can take this further and add specific statistical context and comparisons to other top-performing Lakers in clutch moments to make it even more compelling. Do you want me to do that? J.J Redick fully trusts Austin Reeves to take over in crunch time for the Lakers. If there's one storyline defining the Los Angeles Lakers' early season, it's Austin Reeves. With both LeBron James and Luka Doncic sidelined by injuries, the Lakers needed someone to step forward, and Reeves has done exactly that. Under head coach J.J Redick, he's not just filled the gap left by the team's superstars, he's become the driving force keeping them competitive. His latest masterpiece came against the Minnesota Timberwolves, a 28-point 16-assist performance capped off by a buzzer-beating layup to give the Lakers a dramatic 116-115 victory. It was the kind of performance that defines confidence and control, and once again proved that Reeves is playing on a completely different level this season. After the game, Redick didn't sound surprised, just proud. Speaking to Spectrum Sportsnet, the Lakers coach made it clear that he fully trusts Reeves when the game is on the line. That guy shows up in big moments. I'm not surprised at all, Redick said. He's done it many times throughout his career, and many times since I've been his coach. I feel completely comfortable with him making decisions down the stretch. The rise of a reliable closer. Redick isn't wrong. Reeves has quietly built a reputation as one of the league's most composed late-game players. Last Christmas, it was Reeves who drove to the rim and hit the game-winning layup against the Golden State Warriors with just 1 second remaining. Before that, as a rookie, he buried a game-winning three in overtime against the Dallas Mavericks. And who could forget his fearless "I'm him" moment in his first playoff appearance versus the Memphis Grizzlies, a defining snapshot of his self-belief. The pattern is clear. No matter the stage, no matter the pressure, Austin Reeves delivers. He's not the loudest player on the court, nor the flashiest, but his calm under chaos has become one of the Lakers' greatest weapons. As his responsibilities grow, so does his efficiency and poise. Each season, Reeves has added more to his game: tighter ball handling, better reads, sharper defense, but it's his confidence in crucial moments that truly separates him. The Lakers needed a star to step up, Reeves answered. With LeBron and Doncic both managing injuries, the Lakers were desperate for someone who could steady the team, control the offense, and still create plays under pressure. Reeves didn't just fill that void, he's redefining it. Redick's system gives Reeves more freedom to initiate plays, and in return, Reeves is rewarded that trust with some of the most complete performances of his young career. His ability to balance scoring with playmaking has turned him into a true dual threat, and a nightmare for opposing defenses. Teammates describe him as unshakable, a player who never gets rattled by the moment. And it's that steady presence that's allowing Redick to build a version of the Lakers that doesn't rely solely on its aging stars. The business side of stardom. Of course, with success comes the business conversation, and it's becoming impossible to ignore. This past off-season, Reeves turned down a contract extension from the Lakers, knowing that the team's salary cap limitations meant he could earn much more on the open market. That decision now looks increasingly wise. As league executives look ahead to next summer, reports suggest that Reeves could command at least $30 million per year on his next deal, whether in Los Angeles or elsewhere. His combination of versatility, composure, and proven clutch ability makes him one of the most intriguing free agents set to hit the market. A star who's still rising. Austin Reeves' story continues to evolve, from undrafted rookie to trusted closer for one of the NBA's most iconic franchises. What once seemed improbable has now become routine: the ball in his hands, the clock winding down, and a calm confidence that says he's got this. And J.J. Redick knows it. The trust between coach and player isn't just talk, it's earned possession by possession, in moments where the Lakers need composure the most. If this version of Reeves keeps showing up, the Lakers won't just survive without their stars. They'll compete with anyone. The growing trust between Reeves and Redick. Inside the Lakers locker room, it's become clear that J.J. Redick's confidence in Austin Reeves goes beyond simple coach speak. It's a trust built through repetition, composure, and execution, the kind that turns good players into leaders. Redick, in his first season as a head coach, has leaned heavily on Reeves to stabilize an offense that's often been unpredictable without LeBron James. Teammates have noticed the shift as well. Reeves has become the voice in the huddle when the team needs direction. He communicates calmly, reading defenses and adjusting plays on the fly, skills that typically take years to master. That poise has quickly made him one of the emotional anchors of a team still learning how to win without always relying on its superstars. There's a growing sense around the organization that Reeves isn't just filling a temporary gap, he's carving out a permanent role as the Lakers' closer. His chemistry with Redick, who has encouraged him to play with freedom and confidence, is beginning to resemble the kind of player-coach bond that defines successful playoff teams. Redefining the Lakers' identity. The Lakers' offense has always revolved around LeBron James, but Reeves' emergence is subtly reshaping that identity. With LeBron and Luka Doncic both managing minutes and injuries, the team has started running more sets through Reeves, trusting his decision-making to dictate tempo and flow. The results have been hard to ignore. The ball movement has improved, pace has quickened, and the team's half-court execution has looked sharper. Reeves doesn't dominate possessions the way a traditional superstar might. Instead, he controls rhythm, keeps teammates involved, and makes the smart play rather than the flashy one. It's a style that fits perfectly with Redick's approach. Known for his emphasis on spacing, ball movement, and efficiency, Redick has found in Reeves a player who embodies his basketball philosophy. For a franchise historically built around big names and bigger moments, this new version of the Lakers, disciplined, balanced, and cerebral, feels refreshingly modern. What comes next for Reeves and the Lakers? Still, Reeves' rise brings with it a new set of challenges, both for him and for the front office. His breakout season has significantly raised his market value, and with free agency approaching next summer, Los Angeles will soon have to make major decisions about its financial future. Privately, team executives understand that keeping Reeves won't be cheap. With a potential deal rumored to start at around $30 million per year, the Lakers face the difficult task of balancing loyalty, roster depth, and salary flexibility. But it's not just about money. Reeves' continued growth could influence how the team builds around its stars. If he continues to produce at this level, the Lakers may begin transitioning toward a more balanced defensive structure, one less dependent on LeBron's aging legs and more centered on a trio of playmakers in Reeves, Doncic, and Anthony Davis. That shift could quietly mark the beginning of a new era in Los Angeles basketball, one where Reeves isn't just a complementary piece, but a foundational one. The broader impact across the league. Reeves' performances haven't gone unnoticed outside of Los Angeles. Around the league, rival executives are beginning to view him as a legitimate lead guard, not just a supporting player. His ability to handle pressure, create shots, and lead by example has elevated his reputation from reliable role player to potential franchise cornerstone. That kind of leap doesn't just change how teams defend the Lakers, it changes how they prepare for them. Opposing coaches now build game plans to contain Reeves late in games, knowing that the ball will likely find its way into his hands when the score tightens. For the Lakers, that attention is both a compliment and a challenge. The more Reeves rises, the more responsibility he carries, and so far, he's shown he's ready for it. A star built on substance, not hype. In an era where flash often overshadows fundamentals, Austin Reeves stands out for his simplicity. There's no theatrics, no forced bravado, just focus, resilience, and a growing sense of control. Every clutch performance, every moment of composure under pressure, adds to his quiet legend. J.J. Redick saw it early, the steadiness, the unshakable confidence, and now the rest of the league is catching on. For a Lakers team navigating transition and uncertainty, that might be the most valuable discovery of all. Because in the end, it's not just about Reeves taking the last shot. It's about trust, and the belief that when the moment comes, he won't just rise to it. He'll own it. Genie Bus to remain Lakers governor for, at least 5 more years. It sent shockwaves through the NBA when news broke that Genie Bus and the Bus family had agreed to sell their controlling stake in the Los Angeles Lakers to Mark Walter, the billionaire owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, in a historic $10 billion deal. For decades, the Lakers and the Bus family were synonymous. Ever since Dr. Jerry Buss bought the team in 1979, their name had been inseparable from the franchise's identity, its championships, and its culture. So when the sale became official, following unanimous approval by the NBA's Board of Governors, it felt like the end of an era. But even with ownership changing hands, Genie Bus isn't going anywhere just yet. As part of the official press release announcing the approval, the Lakers confirmed that Buss will remain as team governor for at least the next 5 years, ensuring stability during one of the most significant transitions in franchise history. The Buss family, which has held the controlling interest in the Lakers since Dr. Jerry Buss purchased the team in 1979, will retain a continuing interest, the statement read. Genie Bus will remain as governor of the team for a period of at least 5 years following the completion of the transaction. Preserving legacy through continuity. When new ownership takes over a franchise, sweeping changes often follow. Executives are replaced, traditions are questioned, and the organization is reshaped to fit a new vision. But Mark Walter, a longtime minority stakeholder in the team, has made it clear that he has no intention of dismantling the foundation that made the Lakers an institution. Keeping Genie Bus in her leadership role isn't just symbolic, it's strategic. She knows the organization's DNA better than anyone alive. Her continued presence gives the Lakers something rare during a transition of this magnitude: continuity. For Walter, that continuity means a smoother transition and a steadier hand guiding the franchise through the next phase of its evolution. For Buss, it's a way to honor her father's legacy while ensuring the values that built the Lakers remain intact. The two have reportedly developed a strong relationship over the years, built on mutual respect and trust. Walter's decision to keep Buss at the helm signals confidence in her leadership and recognition of the vital role she's played in maintaining the Lakers' identity, both on and off the court. The Lakers' future under Walter and Buss. Walter inherits a franchise that remains one of the most iconic brands in global sports, but one facing new challenges. With Luka Doncic now serving as the face of the Lakers, expectations have shifted once again. The team isn't just aiming for on-court success, it's focused on expanding its global influence and reclaiming its position as basketball's most recognizable symbol. And Jeannie Buss believes Doncic is exactly the kind of player who can carry that torch. She has described Doncic as the perfect embodiment of the Lakers' global identity, a player who combines elite skill with charisma, showmanship, and a deep love for the game. In her view, he represents the same blend of excellence and entertainment that defined the Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant eras. That belief underscores why Buss's continued role matters so much. She's not just a figurehead staying for sentimental reasons. She's an active bridge between the Lakers' storied past and their ambitious future. A new chapter, not an ending. The Buss family's sale of the Lakers may mark the close of one chapter, but it's not the end of their story within the organization. Jeannie's 5-year commitment ensures that the guiding principles her father instilled, stability, family, and championship ambition, remain at the heart of everything the Lakers do. Mark Walter may own the team now, but Jeannie Buss still defines its spirit. And as the franchise looks toward a future built around Luka Doncic and a new generation of stars, her continued leadership provides something invaluable, reassurance that, even in change, the Lakers remain unmistakably themselves. The weight of legacy in transition. Inside the Lakers organization, Jeannie Buss's continued presence has brought a sense of calm during what could have been a turbulent shift in power. For staff members and longtime players, her steady leadership ensures that the team's values, loyalty, ambition, and a deep respect for history remain untouched. Several executives reportedly pushed for Buss to maintain her position during negotiations, arguing that her voice was critical to preserving the Lakers' identity. While Mark Walter brings the financial might and operational experience of a modern sports owner, Buss represents something equally valuable: emotional continuity. Her name still carries enormous weight within the franchise. From the practice facility in El Segundo to the team offices, there's a shared belief that Jeannie's involvement will help keep the Lakers' internal culture aligned, even as new ownership begins to implement broader changes. A careful balance between old and new. Mark Walter's entry marks a new chapter for the Lakers, but it's clear he intends to build upon the foundation that Jeannie and her father, Dr. Jerry Buss, established. Rather than a radical overhaul, early indications suggest a philosophy of evolution, modernizing operations without erasing tradition. One of Walter's key priorities is reportedly strengthening the team's infrastructure, both in player development and global brand management, areas that have grown increasingly competitive across the NBA. Under Jeannie's guidance, the Lakers have always combined business acumen with basketball intuition, and that duality will continue to shape decision-making. The upcoming years will test how smoothly the collaboration between Walter and Buss functions. Sources around the league believe the partnership could set a precedent for how legacy franchises transition ownership while maintaining their core identity. If successful, it may serve as a model for other family-run organizations navigating similar generational handovers. What it means for the players and the franchise's future. For the Lakers roster, stability at the top could be just as crucial as talent on the court. The team enters this new era with Luka Doncic as its defining figure, a player Jeannie Buss has openly called the perfect reflection of what the Lakers represent on a global level. Doncic's arrival has re-energized both fans and management, and Buss's support has helped solidify his role as the franchise's centerpiece. Her continued involvement ensures that the Lakers' player culture, one that emphasizes loyalty, star empowerment, and personal connection, remains intact. There's also a practical advantage. With Buss staying on, players and agents familiar with her leadership will continue to have a trusted line of communication at the top. That sense of accessibility and familiarity could be critical in retaining key players and attracting future stars to Los Angeles. League-wide reactions and broader implications. Across the NBA, the sale has prompted conversations about legacy, ownership, and the evolving landscape of sports business. Many league executives expressed respect for how the transition was handled: deliberate, transparent, and collaborative. The unanimous approval from the NBA's Board of Governors reflects both confidence in Walter's stewardship and recognition of Buss's ongoing importance. For Jeannie Buss personally, This moment marks both an ending and a beginning. She is no longer the majority owner, but her influence over the Lakers remains substantial. Few figures in sports have managed to maintain authority and respect through such a significant power shift, and fewer still have done so with her combination of grace and conviction. Looking ahead, the next 5 years will likely define the Lakers' direction for the next decade. Jeanie Buss's presence provides a stabilizing force as Walter begins to implement his long-term vision. Together, they'll face challenges ranging from roster management to the pursuit of another championship banner, all under the watchful eyes of a fan base accustomed to excellence. In truth, Jeanie's role now carries even greater meaning. She's not just preserving her family's legacy, she's guiding its evolution. Her continued leadership ensures that, even in a new era of ownership and ambition, the spirit that defined the Lakers, bold, visionary, and unmistakably human, endures.